Hi everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC, and welcome to another edition of the Bargain Bin. So, a while back, I forget about how long, but it's been a little while, we took a look at these three knives. These, of course, are the Ontario Camp Plus. You got the Chef, you got the Santoku, and you have the bread knife. And I said these were absolutely fantastic knives for $9.95, and nothing has absolutely changed about that. The cool thing though is, these are large, these are long knives. You're talking 9.5 inches on these knives, which is fine. They work great around the camp. You can carry them. They'll do a lot of different work for you. This guy, the bread, it does fantastic on rope. They all do. But man, those serrations, holy guns. But Ontario has given us something a little bit different in the Camp Plus line. Now, I'm going to take these out of here real quick, and I'm going to move that chef's knife over here just out of the way for a minute so we can take a look at the new Camp Plus knife, which is this guy. This is the Camp Plus EDC. Now, I'm going to show you why they call it the EDC here real quick, but we've basically got the same, FRN style handle, but wire clip on this one. These guys didn't have a clip, so these come with a clip. They're more suited for pocket carry. It's a reversible clip, which is awesome. Now you're still looking at a lockback, and you've got a coated blade on it. Now, we got a clip point. Very nice. Now you see this says Camp Plus Forest. Well, that's because you got the Camp Plus Forest, you got the Camp Plus Frost, and you have the Camp Plus Steel. 3 new versions of this EDC sized Camp Plus knife. Now, when I say EDC sized, that's what I'm talking about. Look at the size difference in these knives. Now, with these two, we'll do our spec check and stuff, but as you can see, the EDC not only having a pocket clip and making it more, EDC friendly, we should say, you're also looking at a smaller size knife, which makes it a little bit easier to carry. Now, like this, I love these knives no matter what. They don't have a pocket clip, so they're pocket droppers. No big deal. No big deal at all. But having that pocket clip on it and a reversible pocket clip to boot, I think Ontario has done a really cool thing. I would love to see him take the EDC line and do even the sheep's foot, maybe no Warncliffe. I'd love to see him expand it a little bit. Will they? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But it would be really, really cool to see them do that. So let's do a spec check. We already looked at the Forest. We'll keep Midnight out there. That'll be the one we focus on right now. Zoom in just a little bit for you because, well, I can. It's a lot smaller knife. So how much smaller? So we were looking at 9.5 on those other ones. You're looking at right about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right about 7.5. So a good 2 inches less. You're looking at about a 4.25 inch handle, which is going to give you about a 3.25 inch blade, pretty much a full cutting edge on it. Now your grip length here, as you can see, you've kind of got some, not necessarily grooves, but you have some you have cutouts for your fingers, whatever you want to call it. They're maybe grooves, sure, call them grooves if you want to. You're looking at about 3.5 inches on your full grip length. Now you can choke up on it, obviously. It's a lockback, so you're not going to have anything. You don't have a flipper tab or anything there protecting your finger, but you can still kind of, trigger back on the handle and have a decent amount of space left over. Now, like I said, you've got a coated clip point blade there. You're looking at 420 steel on these. So, and for $9.95, wow, these guys impressed me. These other ones impressed me a lot, and they're the same price, so you're getting a little bit smaller knife for the same price. Am I too mad about that? No, I'm not really, because I do get the pocket clip, I get the reversible pocket clip, so what you lose in size, I gain in things that I like even better. than the size. The more EDC friendly size, the reversible pocket clip. I mean, you're still talking lock back and all that, so nothing too major there. So let's do our regular size comparison. And there you go. There it is up against the PM2. So obviously PM2 is a much larger knife. Bug out's going to be a little bit closer, little bit. And you know, that's pretty, overall, that's pretty close. Actually, the Midnight has it by just a little bit on the handle, maybe about 1/4 of an inch, and the blades are pretty much about the same. So there you go. Rather close to a bug out in overall length. Let's see weight. It's pretty light. Well, kind of, sort of. Yeah, 2.6. Let's just, for the heck of it, let's throw one of these over there and see what we're talking about there. That's 3.5. That's not bad, actually. That's not a great amount of difference for the size difference in the knives. And then, of course, we'll show you the carry with that wire clip. There you go. Now, you notice there when I slid that one in, that one's not too bad. You do have the milling on the handle. The clip is pretty good. It's a little, it might be a little light on the clip, but I mean, in carrying this in my jeans and stuff like that, I really had no issue with it. I wasn't like, even though it kind of feels a little light, I wasn't worried about it coming out of my pocket or anything like that. Anything like that. Now, yeah, I can one hand open it pretty darn easily. So very cool. Like that for sure. What am I digging about this knife? Well, honestly, just pretty much about everything. You're going to get yourself an awesome little knife for $10. And I did here recently raise the level of the bargain bin from $10 to $20. Didn't have to do it for this one. And I was completely serious when I was saying that this would definitely be probably the new budget knife of the channel. And you can see the handles are pretty similar. Yeah, handle shape is still pretty similar. But man, this EDC level with the pocket clip, yeah, I am really, really digging this. Now, I can feel the clip a little bit. It's not too bad. I can feel it a little bit right here, where it's the highest, obviously. But it's not too bad. I can get a full 4-finger grip on this knife. No issues there. Like I said, I can choke up if I want to. Now, that does kind of change where my fingers land here, so it's a little different. Still not too bad. But in hand, it's just an awesome, awesome little knife. I am really, really stoked, excited, however you want to put it, that Ontario went the EDC direction with these knives. Like I said, I was super happy with the other three. I may even be even happier with these. Just some really, really cool knives. EDC size, $10. I'm telling you, that's hard to beat. 420 steel, nothing wrong with that steel, especially in a $10 knife, as nice as this one. And we know Ontario does AUS 8 and 420 pretty darn well. Let's do, those other ones came razor sharp. Let's do a quick check. I haven't used the frost at all. Oh yeah. And I mean, I am putting little to no pressure on that whatsoever. And it's just kind of gliding through there. Yeah, I mean, you probably could use just a little bit of a strop. But you know what? In a $10 knife, that's a pretty serviceable edge on it right there. So, very cool. Super, super stoked. Tim B, man, he let me know. He's like, hey, they're available. Go get them. So, I did. I jumped right on it. And it's pretty awesome. You guys are really, really cool about helping me find knives that people might think are pretty interesting for the bargain bin. And I greatly appreciate it. And I welcome suggestions. That's the fun part about it. You guys getting involved and being part of the channel. Several of you do. I love that. Absolutely love it. So tell me, guys, what do you think? What do you think of this little knife? Do you like the larger Camp Plus, you know, the Santokus? Or do you like the idea of where they went with the EDC? Trust me, these are still good. These big boys are still good. No problem at all. but I really, really dig what they do here. Would love to see some more blade shapes come out in this. Absolutely. So thanks a lot, guys. Greatly appreciate you stopping by for this edition of the Bargain Bin. We got a few more coming, so stay tuned. I found some pretty cool stuff. Had some really cool suggestions. Tim B's the man. I'm telling you, he's been giving me a lot of suggestions lately. So thanks a lot, guys. Greatly appreciate you. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.